Before you say your final goodbyes to your short-termer, you need to take some time with them to reflect on your time together in a debrief session. I would plan for this to be at least 2 hours in length. Some people will do a debrief retreat with their short-termers, taking time away from their location so they can focus on time with the short-termer. I would encourage you to make this time a priority and give your full attention to your short-termer and to the debrief process. You'll want to begin preparing for your debrief at least 2 weeks before your short-termer's scheduled departure. The last few days of their time with you will be pretty chaotic. They'll need time to pack, purchase last-minute items, spend time saying goodbye to local friends, and take care of any final logistics. If you aren't intentional about scheduling a debrief time, it will be overshadowed by the multitude of other things that need to happen as your short-termer is leaving. You'll need to give the short-termer time to reflect well on their time with you. A good debrief will focus on 3 key areas: review, re-entry, and respond. The first area that you want to include in your debrief is to review. The debrief is a time for you and your short-termer to review their time on the field. How can the short-termer put together all of their many experiences and memories into one cohesive story? Taking the time to review the highlights of their time on field, as well as grapple with the challenges that they faced, will help the short-termer to pack up their memories and experiences and prepare them to share them with people when they get home. Guided reflection can be a powerful tool to help organize our thoughts and process our experience. Use the short-termer's end-of-placement debrief form to help add to this time of reflection. It's also helpful for them to review their time on the field with you, their field facilitator, because there may be experiences that you're able to speak into. It's possible that they have misread a cultural practice or not understood something along the way, and you'll be able to help clarify for the short-termer before they leave. If you've not looked over the field facilitator evaluation with the short-termer, this would be a good time to do that. While you want to ensure that your short-termer has the opportunity to process their memories and experiences, it's also helpful for you as the field facilitator to take time to reflect on your experience with the short-termer and to affirm the personal impact that they had on you and their contribution to your work. The second area to include in your debrief time is re-entry. How can they re-enter their home culture well? And what are some of the common challenges that they'll face upon re-entry? Navigating re-entry can be one of the most difficult aspects of any short-term experience. Everyone anticipates that going into a new culture and learning new things will be challenging. However, most people are surprised by the difficulties of returning to their home culture. Many of us have navigated this type of re-entry to some degree, either after our own short-term experience or on home assignment. More than one study has shown how short-termers can struggle when they return home. They can feel removed from their spiritual community, unsure of where they fit with their church or friend group. They can feel a deep loss of connection to their friends, mentors, and work that they were a part of on the field. So while they may have been looking forward to the comforts of home, they were not anticipating the pain of loss from the field. We want to help them anticipate some of the feelings so that they're prepared and know that what they're experiencing is normal. In the same way that they needed to be patient with themselves as they settled into life on the field, they'll need to be patient with themselves and others as they settle back into life at home. Encourage your short-termer to be intentional about reconnecting with their spiritual community. This can be a challenge for many as they feel that they have changed, but their community has not. Assure them that they will need this community to help them process through these changes that they have felt. Encourage them to also apply the same principles of being a learner when they return home, to learn how to encourage and challenge others through the lessons that they've had while they've been on the field. Also encourage them to listen to the ways that God has been at work in the lives of others while they were away. Your regional office should send your short-termer a copy of the article Student Sojourners. It's a great article that will help prepare them for the realities of reentry and may even serve as a guide for them once they get back into their home country. The third area to include in your debrief time is helping your short-termer consider how they can respond. What do they do with this time and the investment in their lives through the short-term experience? As your short-termer is leaving, they'll be thinking about the next chapter in their story. For most, their short-term experience represents an inflection point in their life, a natural time of significant change. During the debrief, it's valuable to talk to the short-termer about their future plans and how their lives will be different in response to their time on the field. It's natural to want to ask your short-termer the question, "So, when are you coming back full time?" And while we hope that many of our short-termers will return for long-term service, it's also important that the short-termer understands that even if they don't feel a call or are unable to return to the field soon after, there's many ways that their short-term experience can help to build the global body of Christ and benefit ongoing work. In your reading for this lesson, you'll find a list of 6 ways that short-termers can continue to engage in the work even after they return home. It's valuable to look over this list with your short-termer and help him or her think about how they can reinvest the time and effort that's gone into this short-term experience back into ongoing global outreach work. Well, this is goodbye for us, for this training. And with every goodbye is the opportunity for a new hello. Now you have the tools that you need to say hello to a short-termer. I hope that this training has been helpful for you. Remember, you're not on this journey alone. There's a full team of people committed to helping you and your short-termer thrive through this process. Don't hesitate to reach out to your regional office or to the international office. We want to ensure that the short-term program is running well and that you feel confident in hosting a short-termer. I know that your investment in the life of a short-termer will pay off in your work and in their life. I hope that the relationships that you form with your short-termer will be a source of joy for you and your community for years to come.